Okay, just how stable is the Vortex Radiant? So I've kind of set it up. There are some guys shooting an AR here. Let me close that down. We've got a target at 50 meters. That's stupid. Flipping center punch it. Let's see how many rounds you can put on this. Click. Pretty stable. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown on sort of the trainer rifle setup. Now if it's a little bit echoey, windy, we're out at the range today. So first of all, I've got my 223 trainer on the right here. This is a Howa 223 Remington in an MDT ACC with the Skypod Raptor brake on the front. Razor running a 3 to 18 Razor. Now very importantly, you can get carried away with your trainer rifle and you really need to run the numbers as to how often, how much, what kind of volume will you be shooting to justify if it's even worth spending the money on a trainer rifle. So that's very important to sort of cement that in if that is something you're after, but obviously you are if you're watching this video. Now we're going to run through sort of the pros and cons of both of these systems throughout the course of this video. On my left I've got a CZ455. This is in an MDT LSS rimfire. Got the Gen 2 Sky, but obviously these two, I mean, it's a roll of that, and they're both off. Got a Razor 4.5 to 27. This is borrowed off my main match gun. This guy's chambered in 22 long rifle. So the big benefit for us with this guy is if I'm shooting 22 long rifle, you know, it's a box of ammo. It costs basically nothing. The time saving alone, not having to reload. Let me make a little bit of space here. Both of these rifles are clear. There is a chamber flag in this guy too. By the way, YouTube person watching this video video is filmed on a shooting range, red flags everywhere. It's a controlled environment, so please take note of that. Obviously these guys are both in Radiance. This is just for the sake of the video to show them to you guys. Now, as I said, with the 22, what's really cool about that is you can shoot sort of rimfire precision rifle matches, and all the fundamentals that you learn here will translate over to a bigger rifle. You know, I could shoot this 223 Remington. I could also shoot in a match environment. Now, very important, if you want to get, you know, this is obviously a rimfire rifle, and this is a center fire rifle. So the difference here is this one is shooting a bullet at, you know, 2,700 feet per second, whereas this one is shooting a 40 grain bullet at about 1,000 feet per second. What I've found is shooting a lot of rimfire, okay, is you actually start picking up your bullet flight, and that's how I initially started seeing my own vapor trail, is shooting rimfire at paper, and with the white paper background you can kind of see that bullet arcing. And when you have that sort of skill unlocked, for lack of a better description, you can take it over to sort of the slower center fire rifles, and you'll start seeing them. Obviously that is going to be condition dependent too. Now the 455 for me is a relatively budget friendly rimfire to get. I am running an Area 419 30 MOA rail on. The reason the Razor is on here is because I borrowed it off my match rifle. Now, very important, if you're, by the way, you might hear some shots because this is a shooting range, so there are actually other people shooting. Let me know what you guys think. Almost seems like a green screen. It's so pretty here. It's a little bit windy, that's why I've sort of come out the wind to record this video. Now, it's important if you're thinking about getting a trainer rifle. Obviously, you need, I had my Ruger Precision rifle, and at that point I was like, well, it's getting pretty expensive and time consuming to shoot the 6.5 Creedmoor the whole time. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get a 223 Remington, but it actually doesn't save you. I think he's still shooting paper. But it doesn't save you that much money. The real reason and the big benefit for us, or for me here in South Africa, is having the Centerfire 223 is because, you know, I could easily just go out with my dasher and shoot, because it doesn't really, I mean, here I'm shooting for like 14 Rand a round. On my dasher it's kind of like 18 Rand, so it's about $1 a round for us to reload here in South Africa. And The big reason I've got another rifle to train with is because we can't just swap barrels. Our barrels are actually licensed. So if you live in a country like that, it is a good option to sort of save your match gun for the matches. Okay, the downside to that is obviously you're not used to shooting your same bullet. Everything kind of changes up on you the whole time. So that's why I invested in this 223 little training rifle. It is phenomenal, and as I said, I load on the Dillon 650, so it's a progressive press for me. So I'm not taking that much care in actually, you know, hand loading precise with the FX120i, everything. It's kind of like throw powder and bullet, kind of seated to the length it needs to go. And this rifle absolutely freaking lasers. I'm actually going to take this hunting baboons pretty soon. So if you want to see that, you want to make sure you're subscribed. That is really the best way to get notified when we upload videos. Unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm is against us firearm channels, so make sure you're subscribed. Please, if you're a regular viewer, just double check you're subscribed. Make sure the little notification bell is turned on. Some other things to keep in mind. So this guy's obviously a short action, so it's going to be similar to sort of your 260, your 308, your 6.5 Creedmoor, a dasher. So when you cycle your bolt to go pick up your next round, it's a bigger movement, whereas on the 22 long rifle, the little bullet is this big. So it's like a little mini movement. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're going to do a lot of rimfire training, it doesn't translate in terms of that sort of muscle memory you build shooting a lot of rimfire. So I actually have a tendency when I shoot a little bit too much rimfire to start short stroking the short action cartridges. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. Short stroke a short action cartridge. Especially if it's your second language. So a tractor just went by, so mini break in the video. One of the best decisions I ever made was picking up the Rimfire 455. Over time you'll save some money shooting a rimfire. Obviously you got to get another optic, you got to tick a few other boxes, but over time this is going to be a good bet for you. I'm not saying that this is not, but if I had it over, would I rather get a 22 rimfire or would I get a 223 as a training rifle? And quite honestly, it's a very difficult decision, that, because with this rifle I can actually go do some hunting and stuff, and I have done hunting with it in the past. Actually, I've got a 2-for-1 special on a springbok, which is like a small size antelope that we have here in South Africa. So this is a very capable rifle. You can maybe shoot a bird or a tarantal, Afrikaans word of the day. A guinea fowl is a tarantal. Never thought you'd learn that today. So with this, yeah, you could do a little bit of varminting, shoot small stuff, you know, rock chucks, those kind of things. With this guy, small antelope, no problem. Baboons, you know, if you're shooting rock chucks or something in America, you know, those kind of things. You can do a little bit of varminting with this too. However, knowing what I know now, if I had to choose one, I'd go the rimfire route. Ammo is easy, there's no reloading for it. There's plenty of little rimfire matches you can shoot, work on positionals. Some indoor ranges will allow you to shoot this. And the real good thing about this is, you know, you grab your rifle, you grab a little box of ammo, and you're off to the races. It is just so convenient. You basically never have to clean it. I think in the 2 years that I've owned this, I've maybe cleaned it once. So yeah, if you're looking for getting a training setup, 223 Remington is awesome, and it does unlock some other possibilities for you. But knowing what I know now, and if I had it over specifically to my situation in South Africa with ammo prices and those kind of things, and with the rimfire matches you can do, I get one of these guys. Okay, so I hope that helped you guys. Thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know if you like this setup here, how the audio was, recording sort of in this environment. Perhaps I need to get a little bit of a lapel going, because I am a little distance away from the camera. So guys, I hope this video helped you in your quest. If you're looking at a training rifle, make sure you are subscribed and the notification bell is turned on. As I said, that is the best way you can support the channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Once again, thanks to our beautiful friends over at MBT for making quality products that I can put my beloved babies in. See you in the next one. Bye.